There's a very beautiful quote on anger that holding on to anger is like drinking poison yourself and hoping others to die. And I'll tell you why. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Sanya and today I'm going to talk about what is anger, understanding anger at its core, and in the second video we'll understand how to manage anger. If you understand something from its basics, you know why you're getting angry, and when you know why you're getting angry, that is when you're able to get yourself out of that negative emotion. So let's begin by understanding anger. According to spirituality, anger is a doorway to all the lower emotions in life, and when you actually express it, you definitely and really go down in that energy spectrum, and you need to avoid that in your life. When somebody either hurt us or crosses our boundary, either emotionally or physically, that is when we feel that we are in danger. And our mind, the animal nature of our mind, which is helping us in surviving, will come into picture and it will do anything to protect us from that danger. That's why that feeling of anger is going to arise in your mind, and you will feel it. You'll feel that strong energy which has overpowered you at that very moment. But the moment you will learn how to control that feeling and take charge of it, you will know that your anger can be used as a tool to improve that particular situation for the other person as well as yourself. There's one more guru who I follow, who is Swami Mukundanand. He says that whenever we express anger, our intellect gets destroyed and we lose the ability to think or decide in life. And we all have seen this, that whenever we are angry, the reasoning just disappears. We can't reason anymore. We just feel that we are right because it's the ego which talks through us. And sometimes I've also seen people who stay in that anger for a very long time and they don't feel that they need help with their anger at all. So those cases we can't really do anything about, but know that if you are somebody who want to learn and want to improve this feeling of yours, you can definitely do it. It's just the willingness of a person who wants to change will definitely change in life. Have you ever thought about, if you're angry sometimes, do you feel that your anger is valid? Most of us feel that it definitely is a valid feeling, and I've also felt that in my life. At some places, it definitely is valid for sure. But at most of the cases, for a lot of people who are struggling with managing their anger, there it is observed that their anger may be invalid. Maybe they're overreacting to a thing which is of a very insignificant nature, but the reaction that they're giving is extreme in nature. So we'll try to understand both the kinds of situations, and we'll also understand if your anger is valid or if it is invalid. At the same time, we'll try to understand what kind of a personality you are. Are you somebody who externalize your anger? It means that you're showing your anger to people and you're reacting to the outside world. Or are you somebody who is internalizing their anger, or you can say you're suppressing your emotions because you don't want to show it to the world? And in both the cases, let me tell you, both of these things are incorrect. You are not supposed to react either externally or internally, because both these cases are being violent either to the external world or to yourself. So we'll try to understand first of all why you are angry. In my previous video, I talked about three types of natures of human being, which is instinctive nature, intellectual nature, and intuitive nature. The first one is instinctive or animal nature, which is a very basic nature, and for human beings it's similar to animals because we are also surviving, they are also surviving, they're also protecting their boundaries by either fighting or taking a flight. We are also doing the same. Anger is something which belongs to the animal nature, and definitely it's not a very negative emotion as we all claim it to be. It's just a very important feeling that is given to us to protect us. For example, you see a student who is being beaten up by a teacher, and you will eventually get angry seeing that violent thing happening around you, or you may have that feeling of compassion toward that child, but there will be a little anger towards that teacher, that why is this teacher behaving in that manner. This feeling of anger that you're going through will help you take action in protecting that child from the teacher. This is why anger is important. Now let's see where your anger is invalid or unhealthy for others. So when you are getting triggered by slightest of discomforts in life and you start to lash out on people randomly. Let's take the above example of a teacher and a student. The teacher is supposed to teach the kid, and if the student makes a mistake, the duty of the teacher is to guide him to the right path by setting a good example to him. And you must have also heard about from a lot of people out there that हमें तो गुस्सा बहुत जल्दी आ जाता है but बहुत जल्दी हमारा शांत हो जाता है. Do you think this is a healthy thing to even say about yourself? Have you ever thought about maybe managing something within yourself so that you are not this kind of a person? Some people identify themselves as a person who is a short tempered person, or a person who gets angry a lot. So people kind of really stay away from you because they are kind of walking on the eggshells around you. Do you think this is a healthy way of living? This is not at all healthy for you as well as others. So, such people are generally emotionally dysregulated, and by no means it is their right to be angry on others. And I want to be honest with you. I have been there. I have been somebody who used to suppress my emotions a lot because I never felt it was safe for me to express anger in front of others. Although suppressing was also doing parallel harm to me, it was not harming the other person, but the other person will get to know that you're angry but you're not expressing it, and then you become passive aggressive in nature. That is how I became earlier. But now I feel that I have solved this problem of my life, and I do feel angry. It's not that I've not felt that emotion in a very long time. I do feel it, but I know now if that feeling arises, what is it that I'm supposed to do? So, if you're watching this video, I do not want you to feel bad about your habit of being angry, because there is always something new that we learn about ourselves every day, and maybe this is one thing for you to learn today. So let's begin this journey of self-improvement together. And I'll be making an elaborate video on this in the next week, and I'll see you there.